Today we're here working with the Voice Live 2 from TC-Helicon. What a phenomenal pedal this thing is. It's got 205 factory presets, and all of them have harmonies with them, and they sound wonderful. The harmonies are fantastic. Here we are lead singers. Rob and I are both lead singers, and so we're going to adjust the Voice Live 2 today to kind of suit our needs as lead singers, and I was very surprised at how simple that was. I manage a major music retail store, and I have dealt with a lot of different pedals, products, rack gear, and this is by far the simplest pedal that has the most effects and the most capability. I'm very impressed so far with the interface. So what we're going to do is start with the first preset. It's called 6th Encore, and it's got reverb and delay. It's fairly light, not very cumbersome, and some harmonies. Rob, you want to show us what that sounds like?
Yeah!
So great harmonies, but not a lead singer type patch. But if you take the harmonies out and just use the reverb and delay, and I push that until the red light comes off, and then we can try it again. Rob?
Yeah!
So now that's a lot cleaner, more intelligible, and more of a lead singer kind of patch. We are big fans in modern music of doubling, thickening, making the voice sound a whole lot beefier. So TC has done a great job of including just a couple of taps for that here. We can just turn on the micro mod button, which will give it that little chorusy effect and a little bit of thickening.
Yeah!
That so much of our modern music is recorded with. And then again, we could add some doubling to really thicken things up here.
Yeah! Why?
And if we turn all that back off, we get back to our reverb and delay very clean.
Hey!
Which is very nice to be able to step through things as you're going through a song and building up intensity and more growl and whatever without having to blow out your voice. A couple of things about the Voice Live that we got to do real quick though before it's ready for the stage is go into our setup menu here and come down to the bottom, use the wheel here, to where it says output level range, and we need to turn that from line to mic. And that's an awesome setting that they made in this to be very simple rather than in some of the other boxes that can be a little more complex from other manufacturers. It just says line and mic, because in audio you don't plug a microphone pre, which is in this, into another microphone pre. Typically it's too much gain. But TC has adjusted for that to make it simple to plug your mic in, plug this into the snake on stage, and let the house guy, deal with him as he goes and not have to have special cables to do jump ring, to do into a stereo channel, to whatever you got to do. So that is awesome. And then the other thing to do here is if we get out of setup and we go into edit, we can come down here and adjust anything else we need about the patches. Specifically, I'm going to turn the output here to mono instead of stereo. And actually, I'm going to go back to setup here. There it is. Output from stereo. I'm going to turn it to mono, so we just have one mic cable coming out rather than two. And I'm going to store that. Store both those settings, and then we're back home. Very simple. And so now we've got our setup patch ready for lead singers. And we'll give you a little bit of audio here to run with that.